Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. I think it's Thursday, right? It's Thursday? I think that's what I wrote this morning on Facebook. It's Thursday. Well, hi there, I'm Ron Juckett. Welcome to the program. Just one live stream today, and it is now noon Eastern. We'll do 2 tomorrow, and I think we're taping an episode of Digital to Dice as well tomorrow. But today, just the one, got some family stuff we need to attend to tonight. And so, look, we're going to present a possible preview of the National League Championship Series. At least in real life, this was the National League Championship Series, although I don't think you're going to see Jim Longborg pitch for the Phillies. It is the Los Angeles Dodgers, who are 30-17, to face the 25-18 Philadelphia Phillies. Bert Hooton and Longborg, as I said, going for the Phils. So, the Dodgers have a 3-game lead after 47 games over the Houston Astros, while the Phillies are trying to claw back against the cooling off but still relatively warm Pittsburgh Pirates. That deficit is now 5. They've shaved it pretty much in half the last couple of weeks. And so, as we head into, June 2nd being a Friday night, we got 3 games for you. We got one tomorrow being, Kansas City and Chicago from Royal Stadium. And then when we either do this Saturday or Sunday, pick the replay back up, it would be June 4th. My mom's, it would be her 26th birthday. As a matter of fact, wow, that was a long time ago. And we'll do the Red Sox and the Angels from California. So those are the next 3 games for you. The Dodgers and Phillies, the White Sox and Royals, and the Red Sox and the Angels. And so let's get to it, shall we? As Retro Sports Network presents 1978 Major League Baseball replay this afternoon from the event in Philadelphia. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Brought to you by DigitalToDice.com, the best podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spreaker, Spotify, iTunes, and wherever else fine podcasts are listed. And so Jim Longborg is taking his warm-up tosses. We hit this button. How you doing, DC? DC rooting for the Phils. Good luck with that. Jimmy Longborg, the 1967 American League Cy Young Award winner, the good dentist going on the hill. This is his 9th start on 1978. He is 2-3 on the year, with a 7.12 ERA. His last time out was May 27th against Atlanta, so on regular rest. 5 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He walked 3 and struck out 5 in the win. He has pitched 43 innings, allowed 56 hits, 9 home runs, 34 runs in total, all earned. He has walked 21 and struck out 22. His other one came against the Mets on May 5th. He is a fastball pitcher, and we say that in the loosest definition of the word because it tops out at 83. He is a fly ball plus pitcher. The wind is blowing from left to right at 17 miles an hour. And who knows, that might actually help. Kurt Berglund, how are you? Here's a lineup that the Dodgers will send out there. Billy North will lead off in center field. Bill Russell is at short. He'll bat second. Reggie Smith is in right field. He'll bat third. Yep. How you doing, Mr. Forsberg? At least Gabe Kapler's not on the bench or present GM making personnel decisions. That's for sure. Did I say Ron Say was hitting cleanup and batting third and playing third? Steve Garvey will play first and bat fifth. Dusty Baker in left will bat sixth. Is the game over yet? No, Dave, it's not over yet. Lee Lacy is at second for Davey Lopes. He'll bat seventh. Steve Yeager behind the plate and Bert Hooton on the mound will bat ninth. Defensively for the Phillies, Greg Luzinski is a 4-4 in left. Gary Maddox is a 10 and a 6 in center. Bake McBride is a 9 and an 8 in right. Richie Hebner a 5 at third. Larry Boa a 10 at short. Jim Morrison is a 6 at second. Jay Johnstone is a 4 at first, so no Mike Schmidt in the lineup today either. And Bob Boone is a 10 and a 5 behind the plate. Johnstone and Hebner come in for the bunt. North at 211 and 2 RBI. DJ John finally back on the schedule. Glad to have you along. And so let's go. Let's play some baseball. North draws a walk. Not how you want to start this. A full fastball at 84 up high. Robbie got an ad for Quibi.com. And Sports Time Machine, recovering from his earthquake. Quibi is a company that does, 10-minute episodes, right? So here's Billy Russell, 242, no homers, and 19 RBI. Throw to first, North is back and gonna steal. North goes, throw down to Morrison, goes into center field, and the pitch out turns into an error. And so North baited Longborg into a pitch out, and Boone's throw got on the artificial surface, and with nobody out and a 1-0 count, North has turned a walk into a triple. Jim Deals, ground ball up the middle. Boa goes for the sure out at first, and it's 1-0 Los Angeles. So that's what happens to speed, kiddies. It can kill. Reggie Smith at 288. 11 homers and 34 RBI. Longboard deals. Line drive up the middle. That's a base hit. Maddox will pick it up. Soda, huh? Robbie says it looks like the Leafs buying paint. They may not have delivered yet either. Ron Say at 264, 8 homers and 29 RBI. Jim deals, and there's a line drive to Boa, and Reggie anchors himself to first for the second out. Brings up Steve Garvey at 302, 4 homers and 28 RBI. Pitch from Longboard, and Garvey slaps that one into left field. Smith will go to third. And the Dodgers have runners in the corners and 2 out for Dusty Baker. 311, 3 homers. Lunch caught in my throat and 20 RBI for Dusty Baker. Hopefully my lunch isn't caught in Dusty Baker's throat. That would not be good social distancing. Hey, you know, no complaining there, Bose. Hopefully the aftershocks have calmed down a bit. Pitch. And there's a ground ball base hit left side. Smith will score. Garvey will hold. Garvey will go to third. Luzinski's throw into Hebner is going to be close, but not in time. So Hebner went for the tag, and Garvey kept his hand on the bag, and it's 2-0 Los Angeles. Oof, that's not good. A 3.6 about 6:30 this morning. Ouch. Lee Lacy, not Leon, 263, 7 homers, and 26 RBI. So the Dodgers putting a hurt on the Longborg already. Here's the pitch to Lacy. Up the middle, Maddox is there, and that will retire the side. 2 runs on 3 hits and an error. After half an inning, the Dodgers 2. Here come the Phils. And Bert Hooton. Is Leon his real name? Okay. I've never heard him refer to that as that. Bert Happy Hooton, making his 10th start of the year, is 7-2 with a 3.28 ERA. His last time out was against the Giants on May 27th, when he picked up an 8-inning win. 8 innings, 3 hits. A run, it was earned. He walked 1 and struck out 3. In 74 innings, he's allowed 73 hits, 29 runs, 27 of those earned, 9 homers. He's walked 10 and struck out 33. He has not faced the Phillies in this replay. And he's a ground ball pitcher. And the fastball tops out at 85. Here's a lineup the Phillies will throw at Mr. Hooton. Bake McBride in right field will lead off. Larry Boa at short will bat second. Gary Maddox, the center fielder, will go third. Mike Luzinski cleans up in left. Richie Hebner is at third. He'll bat fifth. Jay Johnstone, the first baseman, will bat sixth. Bob Boone behind the plate, seventh. Jim Morrison will ride out that storm at second and hit eighth. And Mr. Longborg will bat ninth. He threw 23 pitches in the top of the first. Doing all right. Doing okay. Defensively for the Dodgers, Dusty Baker a 7 and a 4 in left. Billy North a 5 and a 3 in center. Reggie Smith a 5 and an 8 in right. Ronnie Say a 7 at third. Bill Russell an 8 at short. Lee Lacy is a 4 at second. And Garvey is a 9 at first. Yeager behind the plate, he's a 7 and an 8. And Hooten is an 8 on the mound with a 9.78 ERA. Fielding percentage. Nick Bride off to a slow start. 228, a homer, and 9 RBI. Going to swing away, and Bake laces that one into center for a single. So the Phillies come out fighting. And here's Larry Boa at 380. Yep, hitting 380 on the 2nd of June. No homers and 16 RBI. Hit and run is on. Boa lines that one to Russell, and they double off McBride. Wow. He's a 9 out of 10 with a hit and run with a speedy runner on first, and he just laced that right in the glove of Russell, who threw it right to Garvey. And the technical term for this, boys and girls, is dead duck, and that was Bake McBride. Gary Maddox at 298, 3 homers and 14 RBI. Ouch. Hooten delivers. Ground ball to Russell, over to Garvey. Maddox can run, but he got on. A long throw was a bad throw. Garvey had to reach to his right, but took his foot off the bag, and so Maddox is on with an error. Both teams have an error in the first inning. 2 out for Luzinski at 223, 13 homers, and 37 RBI. Throw to first, Maddox back. Pitch to Luzinski. There's a fly ball left field. Baker goes over in the alley to make the catch to retire the side. The error does not hurt. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error. Phillies strand 1 after 1. Dodgers 2, Phillies nothing. So Yeager, Hooten, and North to face Lonborg. No G in that. It's Lonborg in the second. Yeager at 205. 4 homers and 16 RBI. Pitch from Jim into right center. Maddox, 1 away. Brings up Burt Hooten, the pitcher, hitting .318 with 4 RBI, 7 for 22. Lonborg's pitch. Ground ball to Morrison over to first. And Johnstone stays on the bag, 2 out. DJ John says that Gary Maddox and Alan Ashby both went to his hometown high school in San Pedro, California, and were probably also beach bums along with John. Billy North stole his third base and scored as the Phillies made a mess of things there. So through 9 batters, Lonborg has thrown 31 pitches, an inning and 2/3, 3 hits. Both runs for the Dodgers are earned without walk. North waves the bat back and forth, and this time he'll strike out. He looked at a 1-2 pitch, fastball for strike 3. It's because someone told me how to pronounce it. I won't mention any names. No runs, no hits, no errors. The Dodgers go down in order. An inning and a half down. It's 2-0 Dodgers. So Hebner, Johnstone, and Boone coming up to face Hooten. 268 for Richie, 5 homers, and 19 RBI. Hebner into right field. Smith, 1 out. So we'll take a look at the National League standings. In particular, we told you the Dodgers have a 3-game lead over Houston. And Los Angeles is 15-8 on the road. Philadelphia has cut Pittsburgh's margin to 5, and they are 15-7 at home. Chicago, Kansas City tomorrow. Kansas City's won 4 straight. And then either Saturday or Sunday, depending on what I need, we're doing Boston and California. The Red Sox have cut the Yankees' deficit to 6.5. Detroit has won 7 straight. 1 out for Johnstone. No homers or RBIs, and he'll pop this one up left side. Russell and Say converge. Say says practice safe social distancing and makes the catch for the out. 2 out for Bob Boone, 274. 3 homers and 17 RBI. I love the old plastic shell that they used to wear. They never were that comfortable, but they were awful cool. Pitch to Boone. Line drive right to Say, and that will retire the side. So Hooten's threw 2 on 20 pitches. No runs, no hits, no errors. It's the Dodgers 2, the Phillies nothing. So Russell, Smith, and Say. Russell, 0 for 1. He drove in that run. The first run of the ball game. Longboard delivers. There's a ground ball to Hebner over to first. Crowd seems to like it, and Johnstone has it for the out. 1 away for Reggie Smith. He singled and scored. And the first, Dusty Baker brought him home. Pitch from Longboard. Ball 4. Hopefully the Phils have a decent bullpen today, because I don't think Jimmy is going to be pitching all that long. Here's Ron Say. He's 0 for 1. Smith will dangle off at first, but I'm not going to worry about him too much. Say draws a walk. Well, you don't need to worry about the runner on first if you're just going to give up free passes. So a full count was way outside, and that's the 3rd walk for Jimmy. Might I suggest a career in dentistry? Steve Garvey singled his first time up. Runners on first and second. 1 out, top the 3rd. Dodgers 2, Phillies nothing. Pitch to Garvey in the left center field. Luzinski makes the catch. Smith will tag. Luzinski's going to throw. Hebner puts on the tag, but not in time. So they're going to run on Luzinski's arm, and Reggie's on third. So runners on first and third, 2 out for Baker. Dusty had an RBI single in the first. My nose itches. Pitch, and there's a fly ball right center field. McBride is there, and that will retire the side. So the Dodgers strand 2. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 2.5, Los Angeles 2, Philadelphia nothing. Robbie, that's what Jim Longboard did after his playing career. He became a dentist. Someone will have to remind me where he did that, but that was his adult career after being a pitcher. Jim Morrison, Longboard, and McBride here in the 3rd. Morrison at 224. Already hit 5 homers. He only was supposed to hit 3. And 11 RBI. So 2-0 Dodgers as we start the bottom of the 3rd. Pitch to Morrison. Ground ball to Russell. Over to Garvey. Morrison kind of running, and he beat it out. Well, it's not what I expected, but it works. And Longborg will square away here. He is, however, 3 for 12 on the year, with 2 singles and a double. But he's going to square. Bunt is down. Yeager goes to Russell, and they don't get anybody. The throw goes into center field, and Morrison is safe at second. So that's not a sacrifice. That is a fielder's choice E2. Yeager just is disgusted with himself, and then I'll bring up McBride, who singled to start the Phillies ball game. Bert Hooten threw 9 batters, 24 pitches, 2+ innings, 2 hits, and nothing else. But he's in a bit of a spot here in the bottom of the 3rd. Hooten's pitch. Ground ball to Russell. To Lacey for 1. No throw to Garvey, so it's just 1. And so it's runners in the corners. 1 out for Larry Boa. So McBride will stay put. Boa is 0 for 1. He lined into a double play his first time up. Hooten goes home, and there's a ground ball to Lacey. Morrison's going to try and score. Russell for 1. The throw to first. Boa will beat it out. So the Phillies make it 2-1. So Boa makes amends for his boo-boo his first time up by grounding into the fielder's choice. So 4-6 on the card. 2 out for Maddox, who's 0 for 1. Throw to first. Boa's back. Hooten delivers. Maddox, ground ball to Russell. Over to Lacey for the freebie, and that'll do it. A run on a hit and 1 error. After 3, it's the Dodgers 2, the Phillies 1. So Mr. Lacey, Mr. Yeager, and Mr. Hooten to face Jim Longborg here in the 4th. You want to talk about, as far as a neutral park is concerned, the wind now blowing out to right, left to right at 19. Left-handers have a league average batting average, and right-handers are plus 2%. But home runs, you have a 72% better chance today as a lefty, and only a 28% better chance as a right-handed batter. So anything hit down that line and right could be trouble. Lacey's 0 for 1. Longborg's pitch into left center field. Maddox has it 1 away. For Yeager, who's 0 for 1. 2-1 Los Angeles. 3 hits for the Dodgers, 2 hits for the Phillies. The Dodgers have committed 2 errors, the Phillies 1. Into right, McBride off the wall. So Yeager hit that one into the jet stream, and McBride thought he was going to catch it. Then they thought it was going to be a homer, and instead it's a stand-up double. And Bert Hooten is going to square, I'm sure. Hebner and Johnstone come in to play the bunt. Hooten does. Boone to Morrison covering, and that goes down as a sacrifice. So Yeager moves to 3rd, and with 2 out in the 4th, Longborg has faced 18 batters, 64 pitches, 4 hits. Both runs are earned. He has walked 3 and struck out 1. North has walked, stolen a base, scored, and struck out. Here's the pitch. There's a slow nubber down to Morrison, over to Johnstone, and that should and does retire the side. Underarm throw, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 3.5, it's the Dodgers 2, the Phillies 1. So Luzinski, Hebner, and Johnstone to face Hooten here in the 4th. Luzinski 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. And there's a looper in the right center field that's going to drop. Smith with a single. Or Luzinski with a single. Smith will pick it up on the hop, and that will bring up Richie Hebner. 0 for 1. 3rd hit for the Phils. And Luzinski now the tying run. Hebner. Well, not even going to steal Luzinski. Luzinski stands on first and laughs along with Bert Hooten. Pitch to Hebner. Fly ball right field. Smith in the corner makes the catch for the out. So 1 away for Jay Johnstone. He's hitting .231 on the replay. I don't think I told you that the first time through. He scored 3 times and hit 2 doubles. Again, they throw and Luzinski's going, I'm not stealing. What are you doing? Pitch to Johnstone. Ground ball to Lacey. Only throw is to first. Garvey's there. Luzinski goes to second, and there's 2 out for Bob Boone. Bob is 0 for 1. Hooten still cruising right along. Here's the pitch. Line drive, left center field, not going to get there. Luzinski's going to round 3rd. North will throw it home, but nowhere near where he needed to, and Luzinski ties the game standing. So North's throw was not cut off, and Luzinski, who is not horribly slow, just kind of claps his hands as he crosses home plate. So that's the second run for the Phillies. Jim Morrison singled and scored his first time up, and Boone is on first. Here's the pitch. Morrison into left center field. That'll get down. North will pick it up. Boone will go to third. And the Phillies are cooking here with 2 out for Jim Longborg, who had a sacrifice bunt his first time up. Pitch from Hooton. Longborg up the middle, a base hit. Boone will score. Morrison will hold at second, and the Phillies have a 3-2 lead. All this coming with 2 out. So Hooton threw 18 batters, 3 2/3 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned. McBride is 1 for 2. He's got Morrison on second and Longborg on first. Here's the pitch. Into right. Smith going back there. He'll turn and watch it go. And so the Phillies have exploded for 5 runs here in the 4th inning. And now it's 6-2. We told you the wind blowing out to right was going to make a difference. And for McBride, well, Hooton hung a curve. And McBride makes it 6-2. He's got 3 RBI. So here's Boa. He's 0 for 2 with an RBI. Yeah, it's been a low-scoring week. For sure. Pitch to Boa, and that did what? That hit off the leg of Hooton and bounces into center field. So Hooton will walk around a little bit, kind of shake that leg like a horse. And there's 2 out for Maddox, who is 0 for 2. And the nightmare inning continues for the Dodgers. Throw to first, Boa back. Hooton says he's fine. Pitch to Maddox. Ground ball, base hit left side. Boa will hold. Hooton, that fastball was at 86. He's not looking real comfortable out there, and that's a 9th hit for the Phillies. Greg Luzinski is 1 for 2. He has singled and scored. In fact, he did that this inning. Here's the pitch. Into center field. North will flag this one down, and that will retire the side. But the Phillies get 5 runs on 7 hits and no errors. We've played 4. It's Philadelphia 6, Los Angeles 2. Bill Russell will lead it off for the Dodgers. Reggie Smith and Ron Cey to follow. Longborg, 3 outs away from being eligible for his 3rd win of the year. Russell is 0 for 2 with an RBI. Up the middle, Boa to first, 1 out. Here's Smith. Reggie has walked, singled, thank you, Bobby Brady, and scored. And there's a ground ball right side for a base hit, so the Dodgers trying to get back into this one. That's their 5th hit. 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors. They've left 5 on. The Phillies, 6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error, and 4 stranded so far. Ronnie Cey is 0 for 1 with a walk. Boone and Longborg go out and have a conversation. Cey, line drive to right field. McBride comes in to make the catch. So 2 out for Garvey, who's 1 for 2. Has a single. No truth that Boone and Longborg were trying to figure out what cheesesteak place was still open. But you could probably get curbside service at Geno's and Pat's. Pitch to Garvey. Ground ball foul, third base side. Count is 0-2. Longborg has struck out 1 so far and walked 3. Into left, gone. Garvey hit that into the wind, and that was gone the second he hit it. Luzinski, there wasn't anything he could do, and for Garvey, that's his 5th of the year. That was, Luzinski didn't even turn. He just knew. So it's 6-4, and we have found the lost offense here. Here's Dusty Baker. Dusty has a single and an RBI. He's 1 for 2. That's a good game. Longboard delivers. Baker into right field. McBride will pick it up. And Longboard, he is due to bat 5th in the 5th. He just needs to get one more out. Here's Lacey. Here's the pitch. Lee's 0 for 2. Popped up left side. Hebner makes the catch. And that will retire the side. 2 runs. 3 hits and no errors. Uncle Ron needs a drink. Halfway home, Philadelphia 6, Los Angeles 4. So there's what's going on in the game. But an offensive thing. And yes, Alanis, it really is ironic. And I really do think. Here's the pitching summaries. Robbie got an ad for Auto Trader. Longborg's day is probably going to be done. His ERA is 7.13. Hooten, 5 earned runs through 4 innings. Richie Hebner's 0 for 2. Johnstone and Boone to follow. Hooten starts the bottom of the 5th with a fly ball to center field. North, 1 away. Jay Johnstone is 0 for 2. Gotta love the he must go to the Yankees. Such a darling picture there. It's better than the 82 or 8, that early 80s. I think it's a Fleer card. When Johnstone was always a character, but a product that's primarily designed for children, and he's wearing a hat with a Budweiser umbrella on top. Pitch from Hooten, ground ball up the middle. Russell from behind the bag over to first, and Johnstone is retired. Bob Boone, 1 for 2. He's got a run scored and an RBI. 2 out, 6-4, Philadelphia. Hooten's pitch. And to center, gone. Bob Boone just smacked the bejesus out of that baseball, and it's now 7-4. That was more than 382. That was to dead center field. The wind now blowing out to left center. It's changed around. 22 out to left center. And here you go. Boone just smacked it. Yep, sell or buy the card the social distancing way. Use Auto Trader. So Morrison is 2 for 2. He has scored twice and singled twice. There you go, Todd. Needs to make a custom baseball card of Steve Lyons pulling his drawers down. You notice the Red Sox traded him shortly after that to Chicago for Tom Seaver. Pitch to Morrison. Popped up right side. Garvey will handle it, and that will retire the side, but the solo shot by Boone makes it 7-4, Philadelphia. See, my Dodger fans have quieted down. So, Longborg will try to get through the 6th. Try being the operative word. Steve Yeager is 1 for 2. He's got himself a double. Thankfully, Robbie, he was wearing a jock and some shorts. So nothing untoward was seen. And a pair of Fruit of the Looms to be named later. Yes, yes. We needed all the clean underwear, Todd, that we could keep in the glove compartment for that inevitable accident the Red Sox had that October. Pitch to Jagger. Struck him out. How about that? He got him to swing and miss on an 85-mile-an-hour fastball. Went away. So that's 2 for Longborg. Let's see what Tommy decides to do with Bert Hooton. So for 1. Going to stay in the ball game and fouls that one off. Foul tipped, and Boone could not hang up. Yep. Mr. John says that right. Let's go Dodgers. See, the whole point, and Vin Scully took grief for this for years, he never pronounced the second D. We would say Dodgers. But old Vin would say, it's time for Dodger baseball. Brought to you by Farmer John, Vaughn Supermarkets, and Al Worthington Ford. Wasn't he in Long Beach? Pitch to Hooton. Got him! So the 2-2 was swung on and missed for strike 3. And there's 2 out for North. And somehow Longborg's going to go 28 batters here. 102 pitches through 5 2/3, 7 hits. 4 runs, all earned. He has walked 3 and somehow has struck out 3. One of them being Billy North. He has walked and struck out. He's 0 for 2. Pitch, and there's a bunt. A beautiful bunt. Longborg's going to throw to first. And North is on with a hit. 8th hit for the Dodgers. And Ozark. Yeah, I believe it was just 78, maybe 79. Mark would know if he's still with us. So Ozark is going to give Longborg, Cal Worthington. Go see. Now, there's a lot of people going, what are you going on about now, Ron? I'll talk about this after Russell. Longborg delivers, and Russell right up the middle. Morrison throws to first, and that will retire the side. Dodgers do not score. No runs, a hit, no errors after 5.5. 7-4 Phillies. I've told you before. Let me get the pinch hitter up for Longborg. It's going to be who can hit a righty. Mike Schmidt. At 219, 2 homers and 25 RBI. So, I told you once I lived in New Mexico. And in the middle of 1979, we got the first of the superstations. We got Channel 17 out of Atlanta.
To watch the Braves, Skip and Pete here.
We got WGN out of Chicago, which gave us Bozo the Clown and the Cubs.
Hey, hey!
And we got 2 stations out of Los Angeles, Channel 5, KTLA, and I think Channel 11, which was KTTV. And so whatever station the Dodgers were on. So I think we got both because the Angels were on too. So we got lots of baseball. And so we'd watch one of those games. And there was this, car dealers are just out there. And so here was Cal Worthington out there with a parade of zoo animals for all of his ads. And so you can go look that up on YouTube too. I mean, it's been 40 years, but that's an unforgettable experience. Billy North, by the way, who was in center field, came over from the A's in a trade. Don't know who he came from.
Did Skip Carey do voiceover work for Kermit the Frog? Bacon. Armor bacon. Ah.
So here's Schmidt. Here's the pitch. And there's a line drive left center field. That's going to drop for a hit. And so Schmidt is on for Bake McBride. It was 2 for 3. He hit a home run the last time up. He's driven in 3. Now is 12 on the year. Pitch or throw to first. Schmidt is back. Yes, he was with the North. North was with the Giants. I believe that's where he went after his stint with the Dodgers. Pitch to McBride, a ground ball, base hit right side. Lee Lacy made a bad start on that play, and Schmidt is on second. So Schmidt on second, McBride on first, and Tommy's leaving Hooten to fall apart on the vine. Or wither would be the word I was look for. Larry Boa 1 for 3. He's got himself a single and an RBI. Guess the Angels would have been his last choice. Yeah. Pitch to Boa. Ground ball to Garvey. Russell for 1. Back over to first. Do they turn it? Yes, they do. So Schmidt goes to third. And it's 3-6-3 on the double play for Gary Maddox, who is 1 for 3. Hooten's pitch. Ground ball to Lacy over to Garvey. And that will retire the side. Hebner's going to go play first. Schmidt to third. And the ever happy Warren Brewster will pitch him bat 6. For Warren, he's got a save and a root canal. 3.28 the ERA. This is his 18th relief appearance of 19 of the replay. He last pitched May 31st against the Pirates. He went 1/3 of an inning. He struck out somebody. I believe that's the game I did. 24 2/3 innings, 25 hits, 10 runs, 9 earned, no home runs. He's walked 9 and struck out 18. Doesn't he? I mean, he always looked like that, though. This is a 1-inning appearance. You would think, unless there's 2 out, and I might leave him in. He can go 45 pitches. Reggie Smith is 2 for 2. He is singled twice and scored twice. Walked once. Brewster's pitch. Uh-oh. Somebody's arguing. Reggie Smith did not like the call. They say it's strike 3. Smith says you're full of poop. A 2-2 on the inside corner. He and our Red Sox fan have a few words, and Reggie's gone. Al says, you just violated my social distance policy. You're gone. Lasorda couldn't get out there fast enough to save him. Lasorda's got to be careful. Al says, get your big butt over there. Get your big butt over there, or I'll turn Sutton back on you. So Lasorda does not get tossed. Reggie Smith does get tossed. Ron say at the plate, he's 0 for 2 with a walk. And Brewster standing around on the mound looking like he could be on a wanted poster in a Wild West post office. Here's the pitch. Struck him out. Al says to say, do you have any questions? Say, shut up. He swung on and missed on the changeup, and Brewster spits out a big old wad of tobacco. Steve Garvey comes up. Garvey plays with his hair. He's 2 for 3. Hit a homer his last time. He's also got a single and 2 RBI. Well, how about that? Pitch to Garvey. Up the middle, Morrison over to first. Hebner is a 6 there, and that will retire the side. Stretch time. 7-4. Always make sure to hit the right button and not the one that cancels the stream in the middle of the game. Can you get Cindy Garvey? You know who one of her other claims to fame, besides being married to Steve? When Regis Philbin went into daytime television out in Los Angeles back in the early 80s, she was his TV wife. So it wasn't Kathy Lee Johnson or then Gifford, but it was Cindy Garvey. And now you know the rest of the story. So Luzinski, Hebner, and we'll see here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Luzinski's 1 for 3, singled and scored a run. Was Cindy a Playboy bunny? Did you know that Playboy is no longer going to print a print issue anymore? Where else are young men going to find their cologne samples? Pitch to the bull is a ground ball to Russell. Over to Garvey, went away. Yes, unlike other streams such as Fortnite or GTFO, Retro Sports Network, especially in this time of national crisis and homeschooling, hopes to continue to be an educational source for you and your family as well. No, Regis and Cindy just don't have the same ring. Right. I'll be taking English class later. Regis and Cindy just didn't have the right ring to it. You're absolutely right. Richie Hebner is 0 for 3. Hooten's pitch, and Hebner hits this one in the shallow center. North is there, 2 out. Stop. Am I ruining the stream, Dave? So Warren Brewster will come up. Going to pinch hit for him. And Davey Johnson will come to the plate. 147, a homer, and 2 RBI. So 2 out. We'll get another pitcher in the ball game. Pitch from Hooten. Ball 4. So Johnson draws the 2-out walk. Full count. Here's Bob Boone. Bob hit 12 homers on the real year and has hit 4 in the replay. Excuse me. Boone 2 for 3. He's singled, driven in 2, and scored twice. Hooten's pitch. Little nubber, and Lacey won't be able to make a play. Hits off the heel of his glove. He'll pick it up, and Lacey will be given an error. Thinking Warden couldn't get an Ultra Bright commercial if he paid for it. You know, if there were 3 pitchers from the era that you would not want to sit there and face, that you would stare at, there'd be 4 that come to mind. And the mustache, I'm sure, certainly has something to do with it. Here's Morrison. He's 2 for 3. He has scored twice and singled twice. Here's the pitch. Line drive, right left field. Johnson will score. Boone will hold at third, and it's now 8-4 Philadelphia. You got the 2 I was thinking of, Gossage and Herboski. Absolutely. Along with Brewster. There's 1 more I'm thinking of. You got the easy 2. Mike Schmidt singled his first time up. He's 1 for 1, and he's got a chance here to pick up an RBI. John Smiley never smiling on his baseball cards. Okay. John Rocker later on. Yes. Thinking Milwaukee Brewers. Pitch to Schmidt. Ball 4. So Hooten and Tommy are going to have words, I'm sure. He's given up 13 hits. He's walked 2. And it's 8-4. No, not Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan never played for the Brewers. Also played for the Cardinals. Pitch to McBride. Into right field. Monday, who's a 4 and a 3 out there, makes the catch to retire the side. No, not Bill Caudell. You got it, Pete Vukovich. Good job, Mr. Mike. So we go to the top of the 8th. A 1 run, 1 hit, and 1 error. Ted Simmons wasn't the most attractive man in the world either. Philadelphia 8, Los Angeles 4. Gene Garber coming in. Only in Philadelphia for a couple more weeks. George Hendrick never smiled. No. So Garber making relief appearance number 17. You can see he's already excited about being an Atlanta Brave. 2-0 on the year with a save. And has not allowed an earned run. He pitched 1 inning against his future teammates on the 27th, and it was clean. So 23 innings, 7 hits, 7 walks, and 17 strikeouts. Baker 2 for 3. Dusty has 2 singles and an RBI. Todd B pulled the John Rocker card. Only works if you're riding the 7 line. That's right. Gene Garber did stop Pete Rose's hitting streak. Pitch to Baker. Ground ball to Morrison. Over to first. 1 out. Lee Lacy's 0 for 3. 8-4 Philadelphia. Top of the 8th. Pitch from Garber. Struck him out. He got him on a 1-2 at 77. Check swing. Strike 3. I forgot to look to see what Garber threw. A standard pitcher. Fastball tops out at 87. Yeager 1 for 3. He's got himself a double. And there you can tell the Essex Fairgrounds about 10 miles away from here. If you're in Vermont, need to get tested, and go right there. Pitch to Yeager. Ground ball to third. Schmidt over to Hebner, and that will retire the side. The Dodgers go down in order. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Phillies 8, the Dodgers 4. So Boa 1 for 4. Single and RBI. Grounded into a double play. Maddox and Luzinski to follow. Bert Hooton is staying on the mound. What did he do to poor Tommy to deserve that? His ERA's ballooned to 3.67 on the year. Pitch to Boa. Ground ball to Lacy. Over to Garvey. 1 away. Pitch count-wise, it's not terrible. It's 117. But Philadelphia has been in control for a while. Gary Maddox is 1 for 4. After the ball game, we'll go through the day in baseball. And remember, no stream tonight. Got some family stuff need to attend to. Pitch to Maddox. Popped up right side. Lacy into foul territory. Makes the catch. 76 degrees here in Philadelphia. Wins at 22 out to left center. Yep, Pete got the record-breaking hit against Eric Schau. Saving the bullpen. Taking 1 for the team. Other people will be around to entertain you, I'm sure. Luzinski 1 for 4 with a single and a run scored. And there's a fly ball to left. Baker going back makes the catch. A web gem. In fact, he had to go out and crash in the wall. He goes against the Philadelphia bullpen to make the catch. How about that? No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the 9th. It's 8-4 Philadelphia. So now you yank Hooton, I'm sure. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Johnny Oates at 238. No homers and 2 RBI. With the added stuff going on, this is my 7th stream of the week. It's Thursday. Expect to do 2 tomorrow. Pitch to Oates. Ground ball to Schmidt over to Hebner for the out. Just going through some stuff. I mean, we got a 1 of 5 survivors, so there's lots of stuff. Billy North is 1 for 3. Walk and a strikeout. Started the ball game with a steal of second base. Turned a walk into a triple when Boone threw the ball into center field. Garber deals. Ground ball to Morrison. Over to first. 2 outs. So the last chance coming up for the Dodgers is Billy Russell, who's 0 for 4. He does have an RBI. So the scoreboard in a moment. I would think that Bake McBride would be our Digital Dice MVP. 3 for 5, a homer, and 3 RBI. Garber deals. Line drive, right center field. Maddox will play it off the wall, and Russell's on with a 2-out double. Brings up Rick Monday at 263, 7 homers and 20 RBI. 4 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors for the Dodgers. They've been sloppy, and they've left 7 on so far. The Phillies, 8 runs, 13 hits, and 1 error, and they've stranded 8. Todd B votes for Reggie Smith for getting tossed. It happens every once in a while. I like it. Pitch to Monday. Line drive, right field. Russell will score, and the Dodgers aren't dead yet. It's 8-5. And for Garber, that's his first earned run of the year in 24 2/3 innings. Brings up Say. Ron is 0 for 3. He has walked once and struck out. Pitch from Garber. Ground ball to Schmidt, to Morrison, and that'll do. So the Phillies win this one. Dave, let's do this update from Winnipeg or Hamilton? Kapler snuck into the Dodger uniform. Anyway, the Soviets lead 2-0 in Game 3. That series was, by the way, is tied at 1 game apiece. So let's get right to it. Houghton takes the loss, 7-3 his record, 8 innings, 13 hits. 8 runs, 6 earned. He gave up 2 homers. He walked 2 and struck out none. Could have thrown 142 pitches. That's why Tommy left him in. Longboard goes to 3-3. 6 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs, all earned. He gave up a homer. He walked 3 and struck out 3. It's an 8-game series for that hockey. Robbie. Warren Brewster got the hole. That's his third. An inning on 2. An inning and struck out 2. Gene Garber, 2 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. He got the strikeout. All right, so that's the Friday. Let's play the rest of the day's games. A full schedule of baseball on the 2nd of June. How about that? The Cubbies shut out the Braves 6-0. Roberts with the win. Preston Hanna with the loss. Texas. By the way, Atlanta walked 10 batters. How about that? Cincinnati. Let's go up here. Cincinnati. Texas 6, Toronto 2. John Matlack gets his 6th win of the year. Otto Velez had his 3rd home run of the year. Montreal 7, the Giants 3. Dan Schatzeder with his 1st win of the year. The Count, John Montefiusco with the loss. Padres beat the Mets 5-4. Spilner with a win in 10 innings. Cincinnati 3, Pittsburgh 1, so the margin now in the East is 4 games. Bonham with the win, he goes to 3-5. Jim Rooker takes the loss. Detroit shuts out Minnesota 6-0. Jack Billingham gets the win. He goes to 2-5. A 4-hitter goes the distance, and he walks 2. Houston beats St. Louis 3-2. Zamora gets the win. He goes to 2-0. Milwaukee beats Cleveland 3-1. Andy Rick gets the win. He goes to 4-4. David Clyde takes the loss. He goes to 2-2. The Royals beat the White Sox 2-1. Speaking of Al Hrabosky, he gets the win. The Yankees beat the A's 6-2. Ron Guidry goes to 7-2. Red Sox 9, California 7. California walked 11 batters. Don Baylor in the loss, 3 hits, 2 homers, and 4 RBI. Louis Tiant beat Nolan Ryan. Tiant goes to 3-2. Baylor has 11 homers, And last but not least, the Orioles beat the Mariners 3-2. John Flynn goes to 3-0. Eddie Murray with his 8th home run. So there you have it, boys and girls. That's the story on this day. It'll be the White Sox and the Royals tomorrow at noon, and then probably Sunday. Might do something Saturday night, but Sunday it'll be the Red Sox and the Angels from Anaheim with me managing the Red Sox. So no stream tonight. At least 2 streams tomorrow, and if Gardner's still speaking to me, we'll also get in an episode of Digital Dice. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and be kind to each other. We need it. Take care.